Good time of the day to everyone. It's a channel, my girl, and today we're going to talk about me. I want to tell you something about disorders I have. Maybe this information would be useful for you in any way. I need to say some disclaimers first. English is not my mother language, so even if you hear harsh accent, well, the channel is created for practicing. Second, I'm really shy by nature and my upbringing, so my voice will be quiet. Sorry in advance. And because of my main disorder, my voice is quite monotone most of the times. Also, the thing is that I'm talking only about my own experience, and I'm not a specialist, even if I've done some research. So the symptoms I will describe are not universal, of course. Also, I'm taking a set of pills for more than a year already, and my IQ is relatively high, so I don't look or sound like an average psycho. You might have been imagining for most of your lives, though I am. So let's take a look on my life overall. I always was mildly weird and had to go to the psychologist since kindergarten, because I was quote-unquote too responsible. Imagine 5-year-old toddler being sent to the specialist because of how responsible this toddler was. Well, it was me. No one really noticed me being more strange than normal, or at least no one really said it to me, except for one guy who noticed my unpredictable mood swings. Spoiler, it was cyclothymia for all of this time. I guess everyone just thought of me as a quirky one or so. I never had close friends physically, but I do have some online. This is also because of my main disorder that makes it extremely hard to communicate with people non-verbally and physically. For example, my face is absolutely emotionless and my voice is monotone. I do not use hand gestures like other people do, or I use them in a really weird way, making random gestures and moves that do not have any common meaning. I do not look people in the eyes, and if I try to do so, I'm not blinking. I do not know how to smile, though I'm very humorous. It may sound strange, but yes, I am. Why is it so hard for me to communicate with real people who have bodies and stand close to me? Well, answer is quite easy. Sensory overload. I have extremely sensitive hearing, so any sound that doesn't have strict pattern in it causes me almost physical pain. For example, I often have migraines after university because of cacophony students make even by breathing and writing with pens alone, not taking in account any talking and all. Also because of sensory overload, I'm an extremely slow listener, so I prefer to read much more than to listen to anything. I do not like films or animation if I can't watch them with subtitles, even if they are made in my mother language or dubbed in it. So I prefer comics to films and text to comics. The less audio and visual information, the better. Well, online friendship wasn't always ideal for me either. I can't understand sarcasm, jokes, and rhetorical questions, and I don't understand the concept of personal space and borders enough. So there were tons of arguments I had with my online friends because of me being dumbly stubborn in looking for answers on some questions, while my pen pals said to me straight that they wouldn't like to talk about it. Also, I was always so obsessed with details that I could ask questions like, on what leg have you stepped first this morning? And yeah, I was stubborn in seeking answers on them too, even if it was obvious for any normal person that such kind of things do not usually matter. I wasn't tactful with my close friends because I had and still have extremely low to non-existent empathy, and I never could imagine myself on their place and never thought about their feelings. Up to the last year, or more accurately 2 years ago, when I self-diagnosed myself with autism/Asperger's, I thought I was absolutely normal and it was just like average friends behave. Shortly, it's not. Well, for now, I'm sure you're wondering what set of disorders do I have. I have three main ones. Schizotypal personality disorder, which overlaps with autistic kind of disorders, by the way. Cyclothymia, that is a faster version of bipolar disorder and without remissions in my case, and depression. Because of it, I rarely have maniacal phases, so the future videos may appear after a long time because I basically will not have any willpower to record anything. Schizotypal disorder, or STPD for short, yes, I'm spelling it with just because it's how it's spelled in my mother language. Is the reason why my will and stimulus system is so weak. I don't care for myself in a physical appearance way, and I don't care about my health and about how much I eat, how much I sleep, and so on. Because I just don't have any stimulus to do so that normal people have. I will elaborate on it in future videos, if I will continue making them at all, of course. Also, of course, I haven't covered in even 20% of all quirks and symptoms as I have and how they affect my usual life. But I guess it will be all for now. Goodbye, have a nice time.